All right. Okay, good morning. My name is Rosemary Stramberg. I am a project manager and duly authorized hearing officer of the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, known as the agency, and I have been authorized to hold a public hearing pursuant to Section 859A of the New York General Municipal Law as amended, also known as the Act. Today is July 16th, 2024, and the time is now 9 a.m. We are at the Hanover Town Court, 68 Hanover Street, Silver Creek, County of Chautauqua, New York. The agency has received an application for financial assistance in connection with the following matter. Ball Hill Wind Energy, LLC, a limited liability company existing under the laws of the state of New York, also known as the applicant, previously presented an application and a supplemental application to the agency, which application and supplemental application requested that the agency consider undertaking a project, known as the project, consisting of the following. A1, the acquisition of an interest in approximately 9,715 acres of land located in the towns of Villanova, Hanover, County of Chautauqua, New York, collectively known as the land. 2, the acquisition, construction, installation, and equipment of the land of 1, approximately 13 miles of gravel access road, 2, approximately 19.8 miles of underground medium voltage electrical collection lines, 3, approximately 5.7 miles of overhead 115 kV electric transmission line on monopole transmission poles, and then 4, an electrical collection substation on site of up to 5 acres, with up to 1.3 acres of that impacted by construction of project improvements. 5, an electrical interconnection substation on site of 8.57 acres, with up to 4 acres of that impacted by construction of project improvements. 6, an approximately 5-acre operations and maintenance building site. 7, approximately 7,000 square foot operations and maintenance building, and approximately 20 acres of construction laydown area on the land, collectively known as the improvements. Hi, sir, if you don't mind signing in for me right here.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And a system of gravel access roads, parking, landscaping, and related improvements to the land, together with the improvements collectively known as the facility. And 3, the acquisition and installation therein and thereon of certain fixtures, furniture, fixtures, machinery, and equipment, including approximately 29 wind turbines that will each be up to 3.45 megawatts, also known as the equipment, all of the foregoing for use by the applicant as a wind-powered electric generation facility, collectively known as the project facility. B, the granting of certain financial assistance within the meaning of Section 854.14 of the Act with respect to the foregoing, including potential exemptions or partial exemptions from sales and use taxes, mortgage recording taxes, and real property taxes, but not including special assessments and ad valorem levies, collectively the financial assistance. And C, the lease of the project facility by the applicant to the agency and the sublease of the project facility by the agency to the applicant. By a resolution adopted by the members of the agency on December 9th, 2016, the authorizing resolution, the agency determined to proceed with the project to grant the financial assistance and enter into the straight lease transaction as such quoted term and defined in the Act, contemplated by the certain agency lease agreement dated as of December 22, 2016 between the agency and the applicant. Pursuant to request letter submitted to the agency by the applicant on or about December 3rd, 2020, as amended the amended application, the applicant has requested that the agency consider granting certain additional financial assistance with respect to the project in the form of an amended exemption from real property taxes to reflect a decrease in the number of turbines from 29 to 25, and an increase in the output of the project facility from approximately 100 megawatts to approximately 107.5 megawatts, collectively the additional financial assistance. The project facility would be initially owned and operated and or managed by the applicant or such other designated entities. The applicant or such other designated entities would receive additional financial assistance from the agency in the form of potential exemptions or partial exemptions from sales and use taxes, mortgage recording taxes, and real property taxes. Notice of this public hearing was published in the Observer on July 2nd, 2024, and provided to the Chief Executive Officer of each affected tax jurisdiction within which the project facility is or will be located by letter dated July 1st, 2024. The purpose of this public hearing is to provide an opportunity for all interested parties to present their views both orally and in writing with respect to the granting of the additional financial assistance contemplated by the agency. As set forth in the notice of this public hearing, comments may also be submitted to the agency in writing or electronically at the following email address: strandbr@chqgov.com. Subject to applicable law, copies of the amended application, including an analysis of the costs and benefits of the additional financial assistance, are available for review by the public online at www.ccida.com. This public hearing is being streamed on the agency's website in real time, and a video recording of this public hearing is being made and will be posted on the agency's website, all in accordance with Section 857 of the New York General Municipal Law as amended. In addition, a report or summary of this hearing will be made, and such report or summary of all comments received by the agency shall be provided to the agency's members and posted on the agency's website. Comments received in writing will also be included in the report and any summary of this public hearing. Is there anyone wishing to be heard with respect to the granting of additional financial assistance? If so, just please state your name and your affiliation with the community. Yes, ma'am.
Cynthia Sheedy. I'm just a resident concerned. Now, we've already given them variances, and we've already given them financial credits. No more. They keep asking for more. They haven't done anything. They haven't hired permanent people that are going to get benefits or anything else. We don't get anything out of it. No more. The CCIDA is way too generous, and I've said this before. No.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard?
I can't talk today, so I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
If you could just state your name, sir.
Louis Pelletier, Town of Hanover Supervisor. So my comments would be, first of all, I am pro-green energy, solar, wind, and whatever else as far as green goes. However, I voted against the windmills back in 2016. And at that time, the windmills obviously passed, and I was one of the 2 votes that voted against it. And at that time, the person presenting the windmill project came up to me and said, I'm going to show you that you were wrong. I said, okay. I said, well, let me tell you why I voted against it. And we discussed all the tax credits. And I said, when the tax credits are drying up, you're not going to be able to make any money. And you're going to be back here within a year or 2 asking for some more financial relief because you're not making any money. Within 2 years, if I remember correctly, the windmill people came back and said, we're not making any money, we need to go another 100 feet from the 495 up to 595. And at that time, the town board voted no against that. So here, within 2 years, they were back looking for more because they couldn't make money because the tax credits weren't there. So getting back to the windmill energy, which I am for, but I would like to make sure that they're making money, number 1, before they put those up. Number 2, they are able to dispose of them when they're no longer of value. But being a proponent of wind, I was involved in wind energy as Silver Creek Village historian back in the 70s. Long before these green energy people ever thought about green energy, I was trying to get a windmill as village historian for my own personal use, having been around during the ice storm of March of 1976 when the Silver Creek transformer blew up, and it might have been a year before we got a new transformer and we were completely out of electric. I started researching as historian what they did during the pre-depression days before the 1936 Rural Electrification Act came in, when the rural people had to use windmills. So I have been searching for the last 40, 50 years looking for a windmill to put in my yard. So that's where I'm looking at the wind, and I was also involved trying to do solar, which I wasn't able to do off-grid and things of that nature. So basically, I could go on about my proponent of being pro-green energy, but in this particular case, they told me that they were able to make money, they were self-sufficient, but in reality, they came back within 2 years looking for more. And now how many years has it been? 8 years, and now we're back looking for more. What seems to be the problem financially? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And I guess I'll say something.
Yes, please.
It might
Thank
not
you.
come out clear, but Amy Rogers, and I live on, you need your address?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
I also agree, I'm voting no for it, it's my comment regarding it, and haven't been a part of all of the development of it, so I'm not as affluent with the information as Lou is, or Cindy for that matter, but I feel like we've already given a lot, so as far as we've had to, I know it's the good of the windmills, but our view is altered, and so I feel like we've been paying for that. And I understand a need, I suppose, but I don't feel, I agree, I vote no. I'm sorry, I can't even think or talk, so forgive me, but thank you, I disagree. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to be heard with respect to the granting of the additional financial assistance? Okay. It is now 9:12 a.m. Let the record show that no other members of the public have indicated a desire to comment with respect to the granting of the additional financial assistance. And no written comments have been received by the agency with respect to the granting of the additional financial assistance. I therefore call this hearing to a close.